I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. Let's go drink some beer!
Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Homebrew Review with me, Kojak. It's been a while since my last review, so apologies for that. I've been busy doing bits and bobs. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get down to business, shall we? Today's kit, as you've probably seen by the title already, is the EDME Superbrew German Lager. Now, I've actually got the can for this one, so here it is. Quite an interesting... So it looks quite cheap, I think, the packaging, to be honest, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Interesting story about this kit. The EDME company actually originated in a small village called Manningtree, which is about 20 minutes up the road from where I am here in the UK, so that's quite interesting. Now, EDME, this was founded originally in 1896, I believe, and it stands for the English Diastatic Malt Extract Company. That was what they originally called. Wasn't particularly the most catchy of company names in the world, so they shortened it to EDME. Now, unfortunately, over the years, you know how these small little breweries and whatnot, they kind of tend to go under. So unfortunately, the company in Manningtree actually no longer produces the malt extract for these kits. Apparently, I've been told it's actually Muntons of Stowmarket that make the kits for these now, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, I suppose it happens. But they've kept the brand name, which is one good thing. So, what does it say here? Well, it says EDME Superbrew Gold Lager, German style lager beer making kit. Add sugar or malt extract and water to make 40 pints of handcrafted beer. ABV 4.5%. It says on the back here, the smooth, clean tasting German style lager has a refreshing, lightly hopped flavour which will satisfy even the most demanding beer enthusiast. Crystal clear and light yellow amber in colour, it has a clean, fresh feel on the tongue and is best served chilled. The finest ingredients. EDME use closely guarded recipes of 100% highest quality malting barley from the finest barley growing region in the UK and genuine brewers hop extract to produce our Superbrew Gold beer making kits. Production processes mirror those in a commercial brewery to help you make beer of the highest possible quality every time. Comprehensive, easy to follow instructions under the cap. Yeah, let's see. Ingredients: malted barley extract, iso hop extract, and brewer's yeast in sachets. Suitable for vegetarians and vegans. Oh yes. So, that's a bit of background on the kit. Give you a bit of information about when I brewed it, how I brewed it. So, just consult my notes. So as I said before, the kit is the EDME Superbrew German Lager. I used the standard yeast kit that came with it. I used 0.5 kilograms of brewing sugar and 0.5 kilograms of light malt extract. Pretty much the standard concoction I use when making up these beer kits. So I'm sure you guys aren't particularly surprised with that one. Original gravity was 1.040 and final gravity was 1.010, which gives us an ABV of 4.6%, which is pretty much bang on what it said. It said 4.5, so I've gone a 0.1% higher. Primed it with granulated sugar and I bottled it on the 13th of March 2012. It's now currently the 4th of July 2012, so that's just under 4 months left to condition, which is a fantastic amount of time to leave it. So hopefully that will make all the difference. So without further ado, let's grab a bottle of this and get pouring. Here she is. Ooh, bit of fizz coming out of the bottle there. So I think I'm going to have to tilt this quite hard because I think it's going to be gassy. Oh, okay, here we Maybe not quite as gassy as I thought, but there's a fair amount of head, and the way this glass works as well, it'll produce a bit more. Okay, you see how it's not the clearest in the world. It's been in the fridge for quite a while, so there's quite a bit of chill haze. Let me just grab the torch as usual. I've forgotten to have it to hand, which is really intelligent, so bear with me 1 second. So let's show you how clear it is. Ooh. There. Showing a bit in there as well. Quite a lot of carbonation, as you can see. It's pretty well carbonating like mad. And a little bit of a head on there, which is always good to see. Smell, quite a standard. Really does smell like a German lager. My cousin got married last month, and he had a load of beers at his wedding, German beers, because he's originally from Germany, and doesn't smell dissimilar to them, I've got to say. So that's enough about yakking about the smell and the carbonation. Let's dive in and have a sip, shall we? Cheers. There's initial taste is very, very pleasant. Smooth. Not too carbonated, but nice and fizzy. And you get that bite of the aftertaste afterwards. It's almost reminiscent slightly of a wheat beer. That kind of slight bitterness afterwards. It's not even necessarily the bitterness. Almost like a slightly sour taste to it. I can't work out what hops they've used, but yeah, there is a little slight sour bite to it at the end, which isn't massively pleasant, if I'm honest. It's one more going on. Yeah, not quite sure what to make of that. I'll be honest with you. It's not even necessarily the bitterness. It is that slight, almost sour taste to it at the end. I think I had a friend of mine. He brewed this with golden syrup, I think it was, because he'd heard it was lacking a bit in sweetness, and I would definitely agree with that. I don't know if maybe using honey or golden syrup, or maybe just using full amount of maybe more liquid malt extract or something. I don't know, but something I can't quite put my finger on. It doesn't quite taste right with this. Yeah, I don't think you'd want too many of these, really. I think after a while that sourness would, it's getting a bit, yeah. That's quite disappointing. Obviously I've done a few lager kits now. I would probably say it's not as good as the Australian lager, although it's got a bit more flavour than the Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. It's not as smooth and doesn't go down as easily. And the Geordie lager, again, this is more taste than that, but that real sourness there is real quite, it's not quite to my palate, I don't think. Which is, yeah, it's quite a shame, because it's not the cheapest of the kits. It's about £14. In fact, I haven't done the payment breakdown, have I? Oh, that's shocking. Hang on. You can tell I'm a bit out of practice at doing this. Okay. Yeah, the per pint price works out about 46p, so it's kind of higher end of the scale, really. But yeah, again, so it's quite disappointing. The kit itself was about £14. Beer enhancers of that are probably about another £4.50 on top of that. So yeah, 46p a pint. It's still cheap, obviously, for beer, but in terms of what else I've brewed lager-wise, doesn't really hold a candle to it. I've got to say, I'm quite disappointed. It's not horrible. I would drink it, but I probably wouldn't bother. I'd probably maybe have 1 and 2 of these and then switch to something else I prefer a bit more. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. Like I said before, it's not brilliant, it's not horrendous, but it's not quite to my palate, I don't think. There's a lot of better lagers out there that I think would do you better than this. So, there we have it. I'm afraid it's not the best kit in the world. Again, maybe, you know, maybe if I stuck something else in there. Don't know if any of you guys have tried this and got a bit more of a sweeter, better tasting result from it. Let me know. Shout down in the comments there about your ideas. But yeah, it's not at the top of my list to recommend, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm sure there's plenty of other lager kits out here would do you better than this one. So I wouldn't go mad on this for now. And try one of the others. Obviously, the Cooper's Australian Lager is definitely a good one. Or even I'd go for the Geordie or the Young's Harvest Pilsner I did as well over these any day. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please leave a comment and even subscribe would be nice. But until next time, guys, take care and remember, it's not brewed to be looked at. Cheers.